Hello, hello, hello. Radiohead reviews. We're doing OK Computer, OK Not OK, 1997 to 2017. I did do this review back in the day, but it got lost, so we're kind of doing it again. I didn't get all the big box sets and whatnot for this. I just got the vinyl, so that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be looking at the vinyl. So yeah, in 1997, there was this album. There was this album called OK Computer, and then they decided to release the 20th anniversary edition on the 23rd of June 2017, and it feels like it wasn't that long ago, but I guess it was. So there it is, and this one, whoops, this comes with an extra disc of stuff. And what we'll see, like they did with the Kid Amnesia, Kid Amnesia. Oh, we'll be doing it soon. We'll be getting there. This is a bit more kind of a vanilla release. How so? Well, you get the album. The album's been rejiggered. It's been remastered. I don't know what that means in this day and age because after a certain, I've said this before. There's a difference between remastering from vinyl to CD, but once you get beyond CD, I suppose you can remaster for streaming services, but I don't really understand the need to remaster albums after the year of the CD, unless you've done it wrong the first time. But yeah, this is a triple vinyl. It's been remastered. You're only buying it for the extra disc, and the extra disc on here is you only get 3 actual new songs. I Promise, Man of War, and Lift. The rest of the material, Lull, Meeting in the Aisle, Melatonin, A Reminder, Polythene, Pearly, Power Auto, and How I Made Millions, are taken from B-sides from the various singles and EPs that were out at the time, like Karma Police, Paranoid Android, and No Surprises. So you're not really getting much extra if you know the band and you were there and you bought these at the time. So you're buying it for 3 extra tracks, and they're all right. I wouldn't say they're anything amazing. You can see why they didn't make the cut. You can see why they are B-sides essentially, or off-cuts. But they're pleasant enough. Again, I think if I'd have got the boxed, was it the box cassette edition, that had more kind of the building blocks of the album, with various tape demos and experiments, some of which actually went on to be used in later records. So yeah, maybe you need the cassette box set if you want to dig deeper. Personally, that stuff is not of much interest to me. So as a thing, it's interesting if you didn't get these tracks the first time round, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's an essential purchase unless you're a completist or you didn't get those 12 inches. 12 it wouldn't be 12, it'd be CD singles. There might have been 12 inches back in the day, but again, I'm thinking about the old days. It would have all been CD singles and CD EPs, wouldn't it? So yeah, it's really one for the completists or somebody who missed out the first time around. So yeah, that's it. Shall we have a look at it? Now, I think I did an unboxing of this before, because so you got that, and it opens out. You got more of the artwork. Right. So it follows the OK Computer aesthetic. And it's blue. It's blue vinyl. She wore blue vinyl. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And that's it really. There's no booklets or reading material, unless you bought one of the many. There were a couple of books, art books and whatnot to accompany this, but yeah, I didn't do that. Well, it's playing havoc with my white balance, or has the sun just come out? I was told, somebody said in the comments, don't, just carry on. It doesn't matter. Even though I look like I'm slowly fading away. So there we go. And that's this one. Again, this is blue as well. I hate to surprise you. This is a blue one. So there you go. So yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. It's not bad, but it's not good either. You know, you get 3 tracks which are interesting. They're okay. I think they did videos for them, which you can probably watch on YouTube. You probably stream it on YouTube or Spotify or your streaming platform of choice. But yeah, I mean, when I ordered it, I didn't know. I just pre-ordered it, and I didn't know what the track listing was because I'm an ignorant pig, and I tend to just ignore these things until they arrive, and then I, cast judgment on it. So, yeah, I mean, in terms of the sound quality, yeah, it sounds all right. But like I said, remastering. What does it mean these days? I don't, This is not an album from the '60s that might need, a little bit of tickling, to get the best out of it. This was already sounded pretty damn fine the first time around. So, and I think, again, they could have done a bit more with it because it is such an important record, It's one of those classic albums. It's a shame that there wasn't a documentary or some sort of document to explain where it came from, what the history of it. That would have been cool, do a proper celebration of the record. Again, some of these bands, they do these things and it just leaves you wanting more. Like I said, they did have a book. There's the vinyl, the hardcover art book, a book of songwriter Tom York's notes, and a sketchbook of preparatory artwork from him and Stanley Donwood. Plus, there's the audio cassette as well. So they really kind of spread it around. I don't think there was one big box that you got all this stuff in. Maybe there was, I don't know. But yeah, it's a shame that they didn't do, some of these box sets, they do interviews, and I think, again, the band try and preserve the mystique. I think they're one of those bands that like to keep the fans guessing. Whereas I think it would have been interesting, especially because of the cultural time that this album was out. I think it would have been interesting to see, that leap from, Pablo Honey, the Bends to OK Computer. It would have been interesting for that to be explored in a documentary and that to be included in some sort of set, because I think it's a really important record. I think it's of a time. It's one of those important classic albums. And maybe when there's the 30th anniversary or the 50th anniversary or whatnot, they'll do such a thing. But you can see I'm kind of about it. Great if you're late to the party and you want all those B-sides and that collated into one thing. But for somebody who was there the first time round, you're buying it essentially for 3 songs. But blue vinyl. Blue vinyl. What more could you want? Don't thumbs this video down or criticise me because I'm approaching this with a critical mind. I'm here to talk about the pros and cons of it, okay? Do you understand? That's what a review is. You have to put that in there. They probably haven't even watched this. They probably just thumbs the video down and skipped out when I started moaning about it. But anyway, I better get the thumbnail. I think that should do it. So yeah, hopefully this has been fun. If it hasn't, there's not really much I can do about that. So do join me again for the next video in the sequence as the band kind of deconstruct themselves even further. Ooh, exciting, isn't it? Anyway, thanks for watching. There's only one more thing left to say, and that is ta.